Hello. Welcome back to the show that cuts like a knife. It's we, the revolution. Alright, we're back for another trial here. This is new. People are anxious. This is new. I'm not sure what that signifies. It looks like the family want this guy put in prison. Everybody else wants this guy to hit the block, which is interesting because that's going to be an easy way to get credit back from both. Prison will also get some credit back for both. And nobody, okay, so this guy is definitely not going free. I don't see that happening. Let's see, it looks like my son left something here for, oh, my reputation dropped. It was up here last time. Let's see what the son sent me. Bonjour pour card et moi. Oh, this is him and his tutor. Yeah, sorry, buddy. We're probably gonna need to get you a new tutor. The old one's not doing so well. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Louis XVI, I hereby open your trial. Answer the questions when asked. Capet is the name of one of my ancestors. My name is Louis Auguste de Bourbon. That may have been your name before you raised your hand against the people you had sworn to defend. As a king, I have never done a thing against my people. I love them, and I still do. Oh, this is King Louis? Objection. There is evidence of Louis Capet's treason against the people of France. He should be tried as a foreigner and enemy, not as a citizen of the Republic. Audience. Questioning the defendant will stir the impatient audience. Once angered, the people may even start a riot. I may want to start a riot, man. Let's burn this son of a bitch down. Alright, let's take a look. What's this one? My lord, should any reason appear, shoot the rebels without hesitation. Just as His Majesty ordered, have no mercy. For they shall have none either. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that... I wonder if that's a letter to the guy that the king sent. Alright, let's start here. Old voice is a little bit rough today. Please do bear with me. Speech for the prosecution by Antoine Quentin. Charges are counter-revolution, treason, fraud, advancing monarchy, and neglect of duty. Compatriots, Citizen Capet, previously known as King Louis XVI of France, must be punished for conspiring against the people of France. Louis Capet tried to defend his absolute authority by plotting against the National Constituent Assembly. I've never seen that phrase. Constituent. Okay. The National Constituent Assembly and the people of France. We all remember July of 1789. He gathered an army, 15 foreign regiments, and ordered them to surround Paris. Soldiers led by Baron de Bessenval were to capture deputies and shoot at citizens defending the reforms. And so they did. The Royal German Regiment drew first blood. After the plot failed, Louis Capet tried to flee the country with his family and scheme with foreign monarchs abroad. Is that not the reason he took flight from the Tuileries one night in June of 1791 using someone else's passport? Was he not heading to Montmedy, where his loyal armies were stationed, ready to take him to Austria? If it were not for Postmaster Duret, this scheme would have ended tragically for us. Louis Capet will never abandon the thought of suppressing the revolution by force. Before the events of 1792, he gave orders for the Swiss Guard stationed in the Tuileries, I guess, to be doubled. He conducted a public muster in front of the horrified citizens. The people had no choice. They had to act before Capet attacked. Citizens of Paris who tried to stop the madness were shot at, even after Capet's escape of the National Assembly. Evidence: an order issued by Marshal de Broglie de Baron de Besenval. And that was this. Saying, hey, just shoot first, ask questions later. Alright, let me take another quick look at this. I'm kind of anxious to do another beheading, as grisly as it sounds. Because when I was scrubbing through the last video where we did use the guillotine, I figured out that whole speech thing. I figured out how that works by watching back what I did. So I'm anxious to give that another shot. See if I can't raise my reputation. But first, let's try King Louis here. Absolute authority. Gathered an army. Surrounded Paris. Schemed with foreign monarchs. Tried to flee. Using someone else's passport. The postmaster. My goodness. Suppressing by force. Swiss Guard stationed in Tuileries to be doubled. And citizens in Paris who tried to stop the madness were shot at. Okay. Oops, I gotta do this first. No traps. We only are allowed 2 mistakes. 3 technically. No traps. Accusation. Shooting civilians. Witness. Postmaster Duray. What did he intercept? What'd he do? If it were not for Postmaster Duray, the scheme would have ended tragically. So I guess he was opening mail illegally. Is he a witness? Suppressing the revolution is going to be an accusation. Motives. Method. Boy, this is a little bit harder. Suppressing the revolution is not an accusation, or did we already... Is this one used twice? Shit. Is defending his authority a motive? I think so. Okay, good. Fake passport is evidence? We don't have evidence? I don't know what these X's are here for. International plot. Surrounding the city of Paris would be a method. Yes. Gathering armed forces would be a method. Yes. Postmaster Duray has to be a witness, right? Yes. Okay, we got 6 down. We need 4 more. Doubling the size of the guard would be a method. Suppressing the revolution. Is that a motive? No, that's a method. I guess it's a motive. Fake passport is a... That's a method, not an accusation. And an international plot is an accusation. Okay. I can't really see this meter back here behind this, so we'll have to... Why did the accused plan to do with the Constitutant's deputies? What did the accused plan to do with the Constitutant's deputies? Constituents deputies? Man, I've never seen that word. Interesting. Nothing. The assembly that I joined on 27th June 1789 granted immunity to its members, and I intended to respect that. And yet you ordered your soldiers to seize and imprison the deputies, and perhaps even execute them. Nonsense. There is no evidence of that. My enemies spread rumors to get rid of me. We don't need evidence against a coward who runs from his own people. Has the accused ever considered Paris and its citizens to be its enemies? Absolutely not. I ask that you explain the question. How can you deny it if you do not understand the question? Your army surrounded Paris. Is that not what you do to your enemies? My soldiers were there only to ensure public order while the National Assembly was in session. Adequate forces were already present in Paris. Was that not enough? No answer. Let's see what we got in there. Oh, okay, there's no report we have to fill out. Okay, the jury's still unconvinced. Let's call in the witness now. I'd like to hear from Jean. Please introduce yourself. Jean Duray, postmaster of Saint Ménehould, Monsieur le Juge. Why is that? You setting him free? Did the accused, Louis Carpe, introduce himself to the witness with his full name? No, he didn't introduce himself at all. He only produced someone else's documents. So he tried to hide his identity. You could say so. I used the name from the documents after he showed them to me. He never objected. Oh, people are getting anxious. Then how did you learn his true identity? By the images on the paper assignation? I don't know. Then a messenger from General Lafayette confirmed my suspicions. I ran as fast as I could to Varnes to inform the authorities. Did the accused tell anyone the destination of his journey? Was he acting like a defector, or was he nervous or in a hurry? Let's see if he was nervous or in a hurry. No, Capet was in no hurry. He even found time to jest. What about the Capets? That I do not know. Only the king would leave the carriage. Capet. Judging by his clothes, I thought he was merely a townsman. Would the accused like to comment on this testimony? I do not say anything wrong with traveling in modest, comfortable clothing. It is even advisable for practical reasons. It would be advisable during an escape, especially if a monarch were trying to sneak away. Who helped you suppress the revolution? Friedrich Wilhelm II? Francis II? Catherine II? Or maybe your relative, Charles IV? Justice awaits them as well. Nonsense, all of it. My only desire to take my family out of Paris is I did not wish for them to suffer house arrest. We all know the European monarchs despise our ideals of freedom, equality, and brotherhood. Am I to understand that you tried to prepare a joint military intervention? I deny such accusations. There is no evidence for such outrageous claims. I would never turn against my beloved France. Liar. He'd sell his own mother, never mind his country. How we doing here? We might have room for one more question. I like to push this up just a little bit. So let's ask this one. Who was responsible for delivery of the passport of the man called Pinet? My butler. I ordered him to prepare all the formalities regarding travel to Montmedy. The city hall has not received any submissions from your butler. Oh, pardon me. I do not know what to say. Monsieur le Juge, Louis Capet's butler was seen in the Austrian embassy. They surely took care of all the documents for defectors. Monsieur Tinville, that is mere hearsay. Who said such a thing? Bring him here that he may repeat it. There is no need. That is hard evidence, especially in light of what the accused has told us. Okay. I think we're ready to go. The people are getting tired of this trial. Everybody thinks it's time for the block. I say we repeat history. It might be fun to play this in... I don't know. You're kind of forced into certain situations because of this. So I guess if I go down too far here, the revolutionaries are just going to remove me from office. But the common folk, they're going to take me. They're going to take me to the block. So let's do death penalty. Make everybody happy. The jury is in favor of decapitation. Monsieur le Judge, the crowd in front of the building is enraged. There may soon be massacre. A rumor has spread about the hidden evidence of Citizen Carpe's treason. People have gone mad. Hidden evidence? What evidence? I will go to them. I would ask you all stay in your seats until I return. Well, that's a change. I thought we were getting ready for the drop.
People, what vexes you? Why are you so angry?
The king lied to us! That coward ran from us! He'll surely run from justice as well! We found proof of the king's treachery in his secret iron cabinet!
Secret iron cabinet? Okay. Here we get to talk again. So, let's do this first part. This is like a test. And then when you give your actual speech, it gives you a chance to pick again. So let's reveal one of these because I might want to save a couple for the guillotine if I have to give another speech. Withdrawn, withdrawn. The last time we had withdrawn, I picked this and it was a weak one. This is probably like a 3D array though, so there could be a lot of choices. He shall not escape justice. We'll go aggressive. The evidence from the iron cabinet will be examined. We'll show humility. And this we don't know what it is, but we'll try manipulation. Okay, so now it says, okay, so when the topic comes up of escape justice, aggression is perfect. Humility is perfect. And manipulation is strong, not perfect. But if we pick something else, we can hit one of the two weak ones. So we'll go aggression, humility, and manipulation. Aggression.
The king has been imprisoned. He will not escape a second time. If he tries, I will kill him with my own bare hands.
Did they like that? Oh, yeah, yeah. See, now the evidence will be examined. Oh, see, it even outlines what I picked. We're going to go with it, even though it's not this was perfect.
Each new piece of evidence will be thoroughly examined. The Republic's standards demand nothing less. I shall follow them to the letter.
They're intrigued. Okay. This was not the best, but we're going to go with it. It was strong, right?
Justice must return to our country and stay here for good. No one is more concerned about this matter than a judge.
Oh, their faces have changed. You see that? The expression on their faces have changed with my speech. Success. Oh, reputation up, influence up, common folk endorsement up. Oh, that was... I had him eating out the palm of my hand. You see that? But they're really going to let me when I chop this dude's head off. Oh, shit. Would the defendant like to explain why he concealed his secure iron cabinet and the documents hidden within from the convention? I hid nothing from the convention. No one asked me about the existence of such things. You kept your correspondence well hidden under lock and key. It would only be retrieved with the assistance of a master locksmith. Hey, I know one of them. I think I threw him in prison. Oh no, I let him go. Any affluent Parisian has a lockable cabinet. I, for one, am keenly interested in locksmithing. I want to see if that... Oh, I killed Burrell. Does that move me up? Ah. Okay. I wanted to see if anything up here was active yet. Holy shit, I got another great big giant stack of papers. This is like reading Rainbow. The deputies of the so-called National Assembly are to be carefully questioned, and if any of them should display common sense and cease to support the Assembly, reward him with extraordinarily high allowances and forward His Majesty's thanks. I gotta do this all again. I guess I am trying a judge, or a king. We trust that with God's grace and help, His Majesty will soon arrive within the imperial borders for us to grant HM, as well as our beloved sister, safety and to potentially take the steps necessary to re-establish the national European order within the borders of France. His Imperial Majesty, the Holy Roman Empire, King of Hungary, Bohemia, Croatia, Dalmatia, Slovenia, Galicia, Lodoamerica, etc., Leopold to Habsburg. So the only one there I don't know is Lodoamerica. I've never heard of that. Your Grace, soon we will come to your Majesty's rescue. However, for the time being, I implore your Majesty to muster local troops that remain loyal. I shall issue a warning to your Majesty's subjects that any and all who dare raise a hand against your Majesty would suffer the direst of consequences. My armies await your orders to curb the tide of anarchy in your country. The Duke of Brunswick-Lüneburg, Charles William Ferdinand. That was that one, right? Yeah, so he's definitely getting a lot of help from out there. Does this change anything? Oh, dude, these guys love me now. Look at that. I'm going for a reputation bonus there. Oh, prison is no good anymore. Oh, dude, if I acquitted this guy, there'd be riots in the street. Okay, let's... now we gotta build more damn questions. Suppression of the revolution is obviously counter-revolution. Gotta be. Minister's orders is evidence? Yes. Attempted escape is method? You lying son of a bitch. That's evidence. Oh my goodness. Aren't these all evidence? That's a method. Okay, good. So, this came down just a little bit. But we're obviously going to go for the chopping block. Did the accused intend to lead the Emperor's forces to France? I certainly did not. In his letter, the emperor was quite clear about his intentions to return order to France. I do not know the plans of Emperor Leopold, but I do know that I would never allow anyone to spill French blood. But you must admit that such an offer from an enemy government paints you in a bad light. Dear God, it's merely a proposal, personal correspondence from my brother-in-law. It is not personal when the letters exchanged are by rulers and deal in matters of national security. Oh, we're back on the block. Let's do one more for good measure. Were you aware of the plans of the Emperor and the Duke of Brunswick? Why did you not warn the National Assembly and the army? No answer. You need to speak up. I did not deem their threat serious. That reeks of treason. Allow me to quote, "My armies await my orders." Does that not sound like a serious threat? Prince Charles is impetuous, but I never once thought he would dare attack France. How's the crowd doing? No, we're ending this. Okay. Now I do have to do a report. Holy shit. This is like a college exam at this point. Was his act counter-revolutionary in nature? Yes. According to the defendant, why did Emperor Leopold II write him letters? Fuck, I don't know. Did we cover that? Why did Citizen Carpe not warn the National Assembly about the Duke of Brunswick's plan? He didn't consider the threat to be serious. We know that one. Did Citizen Capet explain his reasoning behind Roland's mission of corruption? Who the fuck's Roland? Fuck. I have to ask him this about Roland to get information. Citizen, would you call Minister Jean-Marie Roland a loyal servant? He was always loyal to France and the Revolution. There was a time when I held him in high regard. We have a letter from the minister here in which he encourages bribery of deputies of the convention. I have heard that when the cabinet contains new evidence was discovered, Roland dismissed his associates so he could carefully go through the contents by himself. During one meeting, I joked that we would be able to save the balance of the Republic if I could find just one honest man in the convention who would back me. It would seem your humorless joke was taken quite seriously. Judging by what was left, I dread to think what documents the minister succeeded in destroying. I hope the accused does not lose his job. It would be a pity. Holy shit, look at this. Oh, I gotta go now. Look at this. Not everybody. Everybody's just like, even my family. They're just like, just cut this dude's head off. Alright. He claims it was merely a jest. According to the defendant, why did Emperor Leopold II write him letters? We had one of these down here. Hold on. Here's Leopold. Our beloved sister's safety. So they were worried for the family. There we go. Let's go ahead and put our John Fidele on that. And before people go nuts and tear this place down, look, no one's defending this guy. I should let him go just for Just for the lulz. I sentence Citizen Capet to death by guillotine. Take the convict away. Long live the people. Down with the tyrant. 4 out of 4. Man, this judge stuff is easy. Look at this. These guys love me. These guys are starting to like me. Can I look at this now? Oh, reputation's going up. Can I look at this now? I still not moved up. I gotta get in the upper circles, man. All right, let's see what happens now.
Do they understand? Their excitement was stronger than the smell of the fresh wood the guillotine was made from. Do they know what's about to happen? Sheep that only now realize they used to have fangs and claws. One thought guides their clenched fists.
Taco Bell.
To bow before the new, uncompromising idol with his shining steel crown. I too have felt their eyes on me, just like him. A silent assistant in this ritual of new faith. A random acolyte, scared, doubtful. Will not the old gods seek vengeance for this treachery? He abandoned them all too easily. I was unable to understand their screams. I only tasted the stench of their sweaty bodies.
Y'all stink.
But I could hear one thing perfectly. Bring us the king.
Maybe I can win the heart of the crowd. Yeah, we're going for glory here. Speak to the common folk. Oh, we got a bunch now. Let's reveal these. Okay, we had these before, but they were in different spots. Like the last time oh no, we didn't have this one. We had disconnected or something. We've had withdrawn a couple of times. So that's why I'm saying it might be a 3D array, right? You got the topic, the mood, and then these 4 choices. It'd be like a 3x4x8. How many of these do we have? I'm not sure. So let's go with this. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. We're pretty good. We're just going to stick with that. We got a perfect and 2 strongs. So manipulation, humility, and aggression. The crime. I already forget what I picked. Manipulation. Anyone stepping outside the boundaries of revolutionary law has only themselves to blame. Only ourselves. They like that? Oh, I don't need to remember. It outlines it in green. By passing this sentence, we are making our streets safer. I am not mourning the one being guillotined, but us, his victims. I'm good. And this is a perfect argument. Only death awaits the enemies of France. Sell it, brother. Oh, they're even satisfied. Get in. +4 rep. I'm getting free drinks at the bar tonight. I die as an innocent man. I forgive my enemies. For the revolution. Pull the rope. Wait for it. Wait for it. I must be dreaming. Is that the map from the Mugler case? You stole evidence from the court? I did not steal it, only found a use for it. It will be more useful in your room than in the dusty drawers of the court archives. After all, this is a map by Turgot. Turgid. It should be treated with respect. What a lovely explanation. Consider it a gift. Now take it and try not to talk so much. You should be more concerned about the events with the king because this whole situation just seems peculiar. As your superior, I should be the one judging Louis' case. I fail to understand why Robespierre asked for your assistance. Are you jealous? Of course I am jealous. It is an important moment in history, and people will be reading about it for decades to come. Longer than that, dude. It seems there will be trouble. I have a feeling that someone is toying with my life, as though an unknown force were pushing me into utter chaos. Keep your eyes open. You came to the political world of the city from out of nowhere, and that means someone will have to step down to make room. Do you have to sound so defeated? My husband is a renowned person now. We should be happy about it. It is easier to shoot someone in the spotlight. Okay. I'd like to get a little bit more rep here while we're... they came up a little bit anyway. Evening with grandfather. Maybe. I thought my wife would like playtime with the children. Political debate? Yeah, nobody likes that. This doesn't, this will help here and here. Only hurts her. He's not interested. Grandfather's hard. Let's do playtime with the children. No, let's go to the theater. Let's do that. If I can keep 3 of these 4 bonuses, it might be nice to try to get that 4th, but let's see what we can do. Did I get a save? I didn't see a save point pop up. I might have to go through some crap first. The people shrugged the invisible burden off their backs. The streets seemed more peaceful. Even the windows at the courthouse were soon replaced. Oh, that's right. We had broken windows. Dear Citizen Fidele, I am writing to congratulate you on becoming a part of the country's history. Citizens Carpe's trial is on everyone's lips. I would also like to discuss the important topic of appointing a new commander-in-chief of the National Guard who will replace Citizen Burrell. It is my honest belief that I am the best candidate. Should you give me your permission, I would like to pay you a visit this evening. Francois Henriette. Well, did I not sign that? Where did that go? Anyway, I think I'm going to have to replay that part anyway. Sometimes I have to replay a little bit before I catch up to where we leave off. So that's it. We're a little over a half hour now. I'm going to call it there. That was a momentous episode. We executed a king. You don't get a chance to do that very often. Whether that's a good thing or not, I'll leave to your discretion. Thanks for watching. Bye.